I guess we'll just start with introducing who we are. So, first and foremost, we are from a group called Ixie Studios. It is a conventioneering/gaming channel. We also have a couple side channels, but that's the main brand. We specifically here are members of a podcast that we created called Radio Sentai Castranger, which you can see in the logo above us. Basically, the idea is we watch the ongoing tokusatsu shows, Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. Super Sentai being the Japanese origin of Power Rangers, and Kamen Rider being that, but with better writing.
Generally.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Anybody here catch Masked Rider as a kid?
If you've seen Masked Rider or Kamen Rider Dragon Knight in 2010.
Masked Rider was
okay, but you can't say
it was terrible.
Kamen Rider is Dragon Knight but better, because that instance is not true.
Well, we'll talk about that Dragon Knight later, maybe. Anyways, so
I feel like that's just
point of clarity to start. In the program guide, they apparently did not get my updated description. So the program guide says that we're watching this week's episodes of Drive-In and Ninja. We are not, actually, because it is a bad idea for people who have not caught up. Plus, anyone who hasn't watched the show at all has no context. So we decided to follow up.
As fun as that would be,
There's plot you would miss.
There is.
I don't know. Drive's pretty plot heavy. I can't say the same for Ninja right now, but
yeah, that's one of the surprising things about Drive. You actually kind of have to follow this thing. Like, wow, you can't just come in halfway on that one.
Yeah. That's a pretty legit police drama.
Yeah. So, because we did a panel previously at another convention where we watched episodes of Big Bad Beetleborgs, we thought, what better follow-up than to watch a couple episodes of Beetleborgs Metallix.
How about anything else?
to torture ourselves. That's why.
We could have watched Tierney Nog.
We
could have watched it.
I'd have rather.
You know what? If next panel we'll do Mystic Knights of Tierney,
which I still haven't seen. By
VR Troopers.
That is another possible one.
I really want to do that.
How did that show get 90 episodes?
Do you guys not read my blog?
Basically.
You have Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad on like VHS,
there's
DVD, right?
There's a whole plethora of shows.
I've got a bit of it, sure.
That we're gonna do that one of these days.
Yes, for sure.
Aliens from Beverly Hills.
The show that I didn't even know existed when it aired? Sure.
When I first heard about that show, I honestly thought it was meant to be like just a joke on me. Not even a parody. No, not even a parody. I thought someone was just like going, hey, you know, they made a show about teenagers with just tattoos and all this. Like, what are you, stupid? And then I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm the stupid one.
4-star made up.
Yeah.
It was not.
No.
So, we're going to just run down the line and introduce ourselves with our... When we do our show, we have a Power Rangers style roll call, so we're going to introduce ourselves with our names and Ranger designations. So, let's do it in order, I guess.
Is there a finite order to this now?
I guess we're starting with me just because red.
He's our figurehead.
Yeah. I'm the red caster. I go by Joe Raven.
And he's watching
And
all
the,
these.
and the title.
Oh, I have to go with that
say
too.
the phrase.
Okay.
The phrase that pays.
Watching all the anime, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I am the equipment wielder, because I run all the equipment. I am Bluecaster Ishida Cecile, and pretty much the showrunner. As much of an asshole as that makes me sound.
It's okay.
I am our greencaster, Zenshin, and I am respecting the source material.
Am I now?
As if you were...
I don't know what the order is anymore.
You're after green.
Working behind the scenes, I am Shadowcaster, formerly Blackcaster. I moved from a full-time member of the cast to a part-time member. I now deal mostly in social media, stuff like that. Just on our Facebook and stuff, updating with Kamen Rider news.
And I am the trauma inducer. You'll know why that is later on. And I am Saga the Northcaster.
Because North is a color.
Yes.
Our Pink Ranger couldn't make it this week.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Lane, you always break our hearts.
My name changed, my costume did not.
So because our pink caster Lightred could not make it, we recorded a solo episode this week, which you can actually listen to right now on the website. It's pretty much just 20 minutes of him saying whatever he wants.
I honestly
Lane
thought you
all
were
the
joking
time.
when you said
It was a joke, and then I decided we're either going to do this or nothing.
Yeah, so we have a podcast up right now for the week. It's just him because the rest of us were here.
Also, our editor, Silvercaster Overkill, dubbed in some of his own dialogue. So it's
Just
like,
so you're not bored.
It's like the show's being haunted. By the former Greencaster, because this is Greencaster number 2.
He came back with silver powers. Like
Yeah.
he got
Only
powers.
snoring for a
The
bit.
ashes.
Yeah, he came back with powers.
And
Didn't even
somehow
trade.
Green turns to silver. Well, green turned to white.
They keep
I
trying.
was like, there's a precedent for this.
Anyway, we should head
They
on
keep-
then.
Okay, so did we decide what episodes we're going to watch?
Yeah, just the first two.
Okay, so I picked 3 episodes.
One
We're
and
only going to watch
five.
2.
Maybe.
The first episode of Beetleborgs Metallix that we're going to watch is actually the second episode where they actually get their new powers. All you need to know going into this is the villains from the previous season have been defeated and new villains are in town and wreaking havoc.
Not that you can tell because the opening hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that all. So we're going to be riffing this Mystery Science Theater style. Feel free to chime in with your own things. It's always good to hear different voices in these sort of things. So, yeah, let the torture begin.
Yeah. Oh.
And the episode we're watching after that is one further into the show where sort of the plot kicks in and we meet a character known as Dragonborg that I won't describe any further.
Good job.
Sounds like a board.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Pray for me, guys.
What am I doing with my life? I had to do this twice now.
So, just for clarity, this is the actual opening from the first season because they hadn't gotten their new powers yet. Yes, remember when I said if they were all Justin?
Yes, they are all small children.
They become their favorite comic book heroes.
Whoa. What happened?
It's good.
This came out.
Early 90s.
This came out right after, just after Power Rangers got big, and they just Saban was just trying to they just threw shit at the wall to see what stuck. This did not. Well, actually, kind of did. They got 2 seasons out of it.
I'm like, it must have stuck enough to get a second
Yes,
season.
but for kids shows, 2 seasons is a success.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
kind of.
actually.
It's probably
Yeah,
nothing.
definitely.
Plus a siren from the
Like, I mean,
It's all right.
wait, did they break down right outside the prison?
Yes.
They literally say,
Like right next to it.
it's not
Wait.
stereotypical. No,
The context is the villains are breaking prisoners out of jail to cause general havoc.
It only one
Did anyone catch that reference?
Just one of the convicts walked by. Morning, ma'am.
And yes,
Wait, just wait.
and yes, you will also notice that one of the main character's mothers over here is actually quite stereotypical. Let's not take cheap jokes, but definitely yes.
It seems they have been released by a threatening individual with horns on his head wearing
Oh, that guy.
Everyone knows Jim.
Oh, here they all come.
Excuse me, fellas.
She's trying to interview them.
Interviews with oh God! Oh God!
Dave Malver.
You know what, lady? Considering these are convicts, you got off easy.
Yeah.
Stampeding herd of escaping convicts. Exclusively yours. This is Bunny Road. Now back to the studio.
They steal the car, murder, rape, village.
Bunny, are you alright?
I hurt my leg. We'll take it to
I hurt my leg.
Still standing
If that is
perfectly.
your biggest concern right now, you're probably
This
good.
is the story of the century. Do you think you can handle
There's
it?
been prison outbreaks before.
So you're just asking random stranger to do the news.
But this is the story of the century.
Remember, this was before 2000.
Who's like random stranger?
Well, the thing is, we know who that is if you watch the show. She's the grandmother of one of the characters. Okay, this is Horribel, one of the main villains. Horribel? You mean Guy?
Isn't
Yeah.
this where they filmed season 4 of Walking Dead?
That's new.
The red guy is Nukus, the main villain, and the blue guy is Vylor. And the crazy... Yeah.
Wait.
This was the only competent villain Beetleborgs ever had.
God, it's less fortune.
Oh my god, it's hard.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is he a dinosaur?
He's a Triceratops.
Triceratops.
She's a bug.
Technically, he's whatever...
And he's whatever the fuck that is.
And this is Les Fortunes. He's the guy who drew them, and then the villains from the previous series brought them to life.
Yes.
Lester and Arthur. Art Fortunes and Les Fortunes. Get it?
Just the best.
Dregs, arise!
It doesn't make sense. If you can drive things, how does he not have all the money?
They don't care about money, they just want to rule.
Okay, is it just me, or does Less Fortune look like Peter Stormare? Anyone?
Oh god.
Just to take over Charterville.
Art Fortune!
That's Art Fortune's the creator of the Beetleborgs comics, because in this show, the Beetleborgs were comics first, and then they said, hey, we want to be our favorite superheroes, the Beetleborgs. And then it happened. Yep.
You can't do this!
You can't! Do it! I'll show you it! The one guy was like,
The
yeah!
whole time reminds me of something. I don't know what it is.
Why is there so much
It's like
shredded
Bob
paper?
Barker, basically.
Because it's a prison. Don't you know?
Oh no!
Oh no, they didn't lock the door.
Oh no.
Also, at this point, the kids can pretty much turn themselves into bugs.
Also, doesn't the small girl also have super strength?
Yes!
Doesn't he also have telekinesis?
Yes, they have civilian powers. The girl is super strong. The white kid can use telekinesis, and the black kid can run fast. Look there you go.
Which
Here
is
we go.
just the worst thing ever.
We were kidding, but we're not. Does he like pull stereos out with no damage?
No!
It wouldn't surprise me.
This is the first instance of civilian power.
Run fast.
You might actually be right. This actually, this might be the first
best
instance.
realization for me.
I should have turned on subtitles.
And I was like, and the black kid can run past them.
I should have turned on subtitles.
Even if he did the drawings,
Do it next time.
Yeah.
without.
Pause it.
Flabber! Sorry?
Pause it. Turn on subtitles.
No, this is a recording off Netflix.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's they live with monsters.
Wait, this is on Netflix?
Yeah, both seasons.
There's
Yes.
Wi-Fi here. Why not just go on Netflix and do it?
I don't want to rely on Wi-Fi here.
The Wi-Fi here is not that
It's
good.
fine.
What is this?
Oh, so the idea is Nukas turned Flabber into an ice statue and he's been melting.
Why are they hanging out with the 70s grade?
Because the thing that's currently melting is their Zordon.
Because they're in Hotel Transylvania, duh.
Wish.
Like, I don't get my true horror.
So now they're trying to fix Flabber by reading his Phasm handbook.
It doesn't make any sense.
Wait. Has James Gunn seen this? Because this is the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
We'll save him. We just have to believe.
Where you got it?
Freezer.
How?
Wait.
Wow, so they didn't.
Never ask how.
Holy
Never.
seance,
No, I don't
Batman.
even get why the French came.
I can't take it.
Why would you expect it to be full?
All right. Who wished for a refrigerator?
That would be me.
Mums, you idiot.
Michelangelo.
Flabber from melting, and also I could use
So yeah, the monsters of Hillhurst. Fangula the vampire, Mums the mummy, Frankenbeans the obvious, and Wolfgang.
Frankenbeans is the
Red guy running around with horns.
Bob Barker, yeah, he does look like a
I
kind of...
knew he reminded me of someone. Hold on.
He looks like the type of guy that Child Services takes kids away from.
Kinda, yeah.
And yet the kids spend a fair amount of time with this guy.
that could be a worse thing than we think it is.
Stereotypically complete morons.
As is the tradition.
Of course.
The subtlest of robbers.
We're closed.
I like how the door was unlocked if they're closed.
Like, 10 years. Trying to find something specific is one thing, but he walked in the store like his back is like broken.
On my wall.
Doesn't he see his convict outfit?
Also, he's clearly nuts.
Well, yeah, he's got the hair.
Why isn't the city on lockdown either?
Well,
You learn not to ask
Hey,
questions.
stop throwing my comics around.
Shows there was no police. They are.
actually, no, there were police in one episode of Beetleborgs, but the Magnivores scared their pants off literally.
I always said that these transitions where they just teleport into the room was because they couldn't have the actor walk in because all that shit on his head.
Stupidest amount of power. And somehow doesn't
Wait, police? Just call the damn Beetleborgs.
Just listen to her for a moment.
It's one of those escaped convicts and a red guy with horns.
Yeah.
Hurry!
Wait! You're going to jail.
I think it should be noted that the cops.
Beforehand.
Guys, I think it should be noted that the cops ended that call.
Desensitized was
Well,
all
they're not
hell.
in Power Rangers, so why would they be
Fair.
There's an escaped convict, yes, man, but what does the monster look like?
Oh shit!
I was just about to say that the cops ended that call way too routinely. It's just like, all right, yes, thank you, bye.
If you went to
If you
milk,
say so.
I wish I had your heart and soul, sir.
I was like really melted shower gel.
Again, if that's what you saw.
Don't worry, Bob Barker will save you.
Bob Barker and Ted Danson's son.
The tamest villain. Why didn't they just kill everyone?
Okay, you know what this looks? You know who the bad brother looks like?
Les.
No,
His name's
yeah,
Les.
Les. He looks like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah!
Younger. Like a young Rick.
And
What's more, it's not even that he's like the most chill villain you've ever seen, but he comes in and starts talking to his brother with this monster. You're like, nothing is wrong. He's trying to defuse the situation.
Lucas could just pull out his sword and stab him right now.
Look, he's just so calm. Like, do you enjoy this? I'm not used to monsters being able to talk with their mouths.
The way they do that, it kind of like just the way the face is shown. It kind of reminds me of like Quark from Ratchet and Clank.
It's like,
It's just kind of that face mask, but then the mouth.
Just do the whole thing. It looks
the
more
real
normal.
question is, does anyone actually use the fact that they're on this show on their resume?
Actually-
or is this something like you never watched?
I don't think.
Everyone I've bothered to look up does list it. Christopher Cho, who plays Nukas, is by far the best actor in this whole show. And that's not saying much, actually.
I'm like, because he's like shattering it up.
Wait, do they ever?
You belong in the prison.
I'm sure they have, but I don't remember it.
This crazy guy is clearly just having a ball hamming it up.
Exactly.
So
He looks like he enjoyed himself.
For some reason, Art Fortunes reminds me of an incredibly like old-aged up, quirky role for Ben Stiller.
Things look bad.
I can see Ben Stiller
If
playing.
Lionsgate ever decides to do Beetleborgs.
Oh God.
Stick out your chin
Oh, here we go.
and say with a grin, I'd like some apple pie. What?
Has anyone noticed something missing from this episode of Beetleborgs? The Beetleborgs!
They don't have their powers yet. That's Flabber. There's Zordon.
That's their leader.
that's Zordon.
Is this?
He's
Yeah.
Elvis, Jay Leno, Liberace, and
Pain.
Lots and lots of pain.
I was gonna say the genie turned into Elvis and got stuck.
And this guy.
Oh, hi, guys.
He's somehow he's still the craziest person in the room.
I swear to God, his
Oh,
ability
hi, Mark.
he, like opens a door and walks into whatever room he wants to be in.
Yes. 5 minutes of line out.
It looks like the Beetleborgs are back in action.
Please no.
Beetleborgs. Beetleborgs Metallix.
Yeah.
Oh, he said it! Oh!
Title drop.
meanwhile, the new villains take over the base left behind by the old villains because
shit,
we
red
don't
light,
feel like
shit.
making a new set.
Why would they? Why does it look like
Because they couldn't afford a new set.
Because they didn't feel like making a new set.
Why would they?
Holy crap, check out those stalagmites.
Put the entire budget on red guy there.
Cobwebs. That's how you know it's as scary. It's got cobwebs.
So the idea here is they've taken Les to his new studio so he can draw monsters for Nukas to spawn in reality.
Studio.
That's what they call it.
And for some reason, they're going with it.
So he makes clay monsters and they put them in the monster oven?
Can we just
essentially?
I'm sorry, can we just appreciate the fact that the villain of the series in some way or form got pencils and papers? I don't think he created them. He went to the store and he bought that.
No, he just took them. He just grabbed them and beamed out.
No, I'm thinking here, I'll buy this here, and they just do this business transaction with
I think what we can take from all this is the fact that Lucas is actually secretly a really great guy. I mean, he's actually actually inspiring a lot of creativity from this ex-convict right now. He's giving him some purpose, man. He's giving him a talent. Evil laughing lesson.
Just look. He's just standing there posing while Les is drawing. Draw me some yaoi fan art.
I am clearly the most evil of villains. And then she shows up.
No. Pink Caster should be kissing North Caster.
A worm tank. Very good, lads.
Very good.
I swear to God, this guy's drunk. Like, very good,
The way he
lad.
delivered that line, I was like, George Takei?
George Takei.
Chiquina there for some reason.
I know, right? She looks like Chiquina.
Okay, this is actually some cool art.
All he has to do is drop Cthulhu once.
I like how Horribel's Olga K.
It's called Carnal.
No time for that now.
Carpal tunnel.
Get back to work.
Yes, cartoonist cramp.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what you've been doing.
You want to talk about it?
Why do you think his hair's like that?
Prison is lonely, okay?
I was like, why do you think his hair's so weird?
Wow, it looks like
Oh, here we go. Here's the new powers.
Titanium silver and chromium gold.
Holy
Wait.
shit!
And that one's you.
Fuck the other two.
And I'm the titanium silver beetle.
You can hear how enthused he is.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
the black guy. Did I mention
I'm
I'm really getting fired up.
I'm the token black guy.
I love how Joe was like, purple's my favorite color. So you've been living a lie the whole last season.
What is it?
No.
Only Fangula understands Wolfgang.
You know too much about the lore of this.
I've watched this. I watched this when it aired.
So did I, but I've forgotten most of it.
Well,
I know stuff about
The fact that you know anyone's name but Flabber.
I marathoned the whole show a month ago.
Why?
Because I like it.
Fair enough.
Who hurt
I
you?
reiterate why.
Someone touched
Oh,
him
here we go. It's the henshin.
in the head.
Posers first.
This is how things happen in the show. Just Flabber and Nukas and the villain from last season.
So everyone.
My question is, why didn't he just draw them hyperzectors?
That's later, actually. They do get super forms. They do get super forms later.
This is their super form.
No, they change it. They changed the song from Big Bad Beetleborgs to Beetleborgs Metallix.
Sorry, what were you saying?
We saw you on TV. Yeah, that's it.
Are you the Beetleborgs?
I like
Yeah, the transformations are neat, and if we're being honest, the armor itself, well, looks like armor.
It looks pretty good.
And also, like,
You will. Alright, we'll take it from you. Well, carry on.
This lady is remarkable.
Time to go to work, boys and girl. They can pull them out of their backs. And to the B-Fighter footage.
Footage. You'll get caught up in the stock footage.
I want to be the fish.
Let's play a game of guess where the stock footage starts.
There it is.
Yeah.
Get hyped, kids.
Right
Buy
there.
the toys.
I'm the new Beetleborgs.
How did we get here?
You that's great or what? This show takes the scene change trope and cranks it into overdrive.
Now we're back here.
American footage.
Do it! Do it!
Pinch yourself. Your nightmare has arrived.
She's so good, isn't she?
She's so Russian.
I would just love to know what the hell is going through these people's heads.
Spanish Chiquina or something.
She's like Russian, I don't know.
Since what?
Now it's nighttime. No, okay.
It's the sequences.
Hey, look, stock footage.
This actually looks like a futuristic version of Shovel Knight. Like if they did a sci-fi Shovel Knight skin over the game.
Oh, I love how he's like, Horrible's preparing to attack, and she's just been standing there.
No, they're not actually. They're the
Look, Stock Nukas.
Oh wait, actually connected with them and not just sparks.
What is this?
What is this, Masked Rider? Battle form!
Battle form.
This is the weakest battle form I've ever seen.
Back to stop footage.
That's how you can't tell it's not the same actor.
It's the Shredder.
It's the Super Shredder.
Give me the address of the character. I was born in that.
Power of the sun.
This guy has all the powers of every
I tire
somehow
of
does more
this.
shit.
I have the higher ground.
Did you just do the solar flare?
Wait a minute, where are the other two?
Fighting dregs and Horrible.
Where are the adults? Why are kids doing this?
A very good question.
Because Tokuger.
He doesn't.
Spoilers.
Spoilers on the season from last year.
I'll be honest. Tokuger was a fun ride, as terrible as it was.
This whole thing never happened.
What? Now we're here again.
Pathetic child's play.
Agreed. Mucus, use
My
it.
mask doesn't fit properly.
One tag. Alright.
I wasn't finished.
I forgot to draw the guns.
It's all fucked up and dies.
Oh, wow.
Goodness gracious.
What year was this show again? 96?
Exact year we could get away with it.
Let's triangulate our fire. He killed the last season's villain.
Ready?
I love how
Wait, where did that shot come from?
there's a cannon on its ass. I'm not kidding.
I did not see that.
We're starting to go away.
Guys, don't kill it.
Oh God, it's even worse close.
It's like a wormy blast door.
Oh God.
It's kind of like
What are we gonna do?
just giving the damn thing wheels. Really?
There's a heavy comic motif because the heroes came from the comics.
And now
Oh! The credit scenes! It's always the monsters dicking around.
Because comedy.
if you ever wanted to see a mummy, a vampire, and Frankenstein's monster playing hopscotch,
And a war werewolf.
here you go.
No one wanted to see that.
You see this? It's real.
Just give us the imagine.
It's a thing.
That did just happen. That wasn't just the acid,
I don't
right?
care if he did
That
hopscotch right or
happened.
not. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
you saw that
was
too.
like the resort on, right? What did all the other monsters do? I can't remember. Did they have any function other than just being kind of like in the background?
Sometimes
No!
they
Here's the
chase
thing.
them-
They slept on Flabber's
Mentor,
couch.
right?
Here's-
what did they do?
Here's the
They
thing.
chase them around and try to
There's
eat them.
there's about 30 to 50 episodes per season. Each of them gets at least one like feature episode where they try and do a thing. I accentuate the word try.
There's 50 episodes?
There's 98.
No, that's VR Troopers.
No, was it VR Troopers?
I think there are about 30 episodes, at least 30, maybe up to 50. I don't remember the exact total per season.
A better budget actually.
But they're only comic.
Was Kiernan on 2 seasons?
Most of them are comic relief.
Yeah.
So then
The first season had very little overarching plot, whereas Metallix, about halfway through, which we're about to start the episode for, actually did have an overarching plot that started around midpoint.
By that point, no one was actually watching the show anymore.
So you know how it was a trend in like mid '90s, like anime dubs and like stuff like this, to for some reason give a guest character like a weird accent. Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
don't spoil what it
just
is.
keep in mind.
Don't spoil it. They're gonna find out.
So, the only context you need on this episode is the plot kicks in, and the idea is there are two weapons: the astral sword and the astral axe. There are 4 coins for each weapon, each of which summons either a hero or a villain, known as the Astral Borgs and the Mantrons. Obviously, there is now a fight for control of them, so it turns into fucking Kamen Rider O's.
Wait. They're called Mantrons?
I don't remember what they're called in B-Fighter.
Megatron was already taken.
So if you wanted to figure out what happened to the Caterpillar tank,
They blew it up.
I
Turned into a
didn't.
beautiful butterfly.
they
They,
won.
the next episode, they get their Beetle Battle Station, which are like their Zords.
Spoilers, in a Toku they won.
But we're moving
The
on
fact
to
that they're
completely
still
different
here,
episode now.
20 episodes later.
If you wanted to know what happened to the Robo Caterpillar, too bad.
And those are like
It's on Netflix. Go find out yourself.
those are like the equivalents of the
I'm gonna watch the
Kariners.
hell out of this on Netflix now.
Oh, great.
What have you done?
Great, we've corrupted another.
And those are the equivalents of the Cariners. There's a bunch of them in some episodes.
Oh god.
Alright, so should we start
Okay,
on
so yeah, here's the next episode.
Watch this.
This is the juice bar in the show.
Oh god, I just got the title.
Oh, you got.
Don't say it. Whoever knows who it is, don't say it.
It's low budget art too.
Hi, Alpha.
It's the butler.
Hi, Wally.
It's Alpha 1.
I'm sorry, hang on.
Awesome. I know what I want for Christmas this year.
No, this is
We're
not.
skipping ahead.
This is not the next episode. This is like 30 episodes later. I picked 3 specific episodes.
He picked
We're only
the
watching
first
2 though.
episode, the one where the plot actually kicks in, which is 30 episodes later.
See, as kids, they're innocent enough to know super strength and super
Exactly.
speed. And,
Now that Nucus has all the Astro coins, if
Yeah.
he gets the Astro
10
sword,
years from the
Actually-
no, 5 years from the
you know what
teenagers.
that means.
Actually, there are some episodes where they use their superpowers to fuck around with people, especially like the school bullies in season 1.
The school bullies they deserve.
They literally leave town at the end of season 1, so they're not in this.
But remember, Ichi, this is a show from the mid-90s about a bunch of children to get powers. They're generally good kids.
Yeah,
Victory over the
Good
Beetleborgs.
Hey,
kids.
look, it's a power coin.
All we need is
the Astral coins.
the puzzle.
The Astro
You know,
sword.
these,
Jackson Power Rangers. Yay.
you know, these guys, their base is a cemetery. You ever think they have to, like, you know, sneak around like mourners or like a funeral procession?
I doubt this is probably, you know, the idealist all-American town, so not that many.
The town is called Charterville.
His magical
Not that many people.
What is your accent?
I think she's Russian.
She's Natasha.
He's evil man.
Emphasis on I think.
Yeah, what's going on?
I love how they have to call them evil.
Did I
What'd you
a
do?
thing?
What did
I may have accidentally stopped it.
Dude.
This is all Lane's fault.
Okay.
It is. Somehow it's linked.
That's fine.
No, remember.
Raise high chan.
Honore Decatur.
No, we'll blame Lane no matter what. Like,
He'll be here. We'll be like,
$5 says they're actually having an affair. Both in and out of character.
and in
I'll
and
drink
out
to
of
that.
I
costume.
know those Beetleborgs. They're devising a plan to reach
Plan.
Because you just know this shit is factoring into some weird.
Now we're talking everything wrong with this character.
Like, how could I possibly try
But if she was like the bug that she's cosplaying, the praying mantis, after she was done, she'd cut your head off. Probably.
what? It'd be worth it for the experience.
The question is which head.
my man.
Certain things.
Hold still.
Plastic surgery is amazing. You can get anything replaced.
Certain things are worth dying
Anything.
for.
This was basically the graveyard that leads into the villain's hideout.
Okay, it's clearly night. Do these parents just not care?
Nope.
All right, Mom, we're going to the cemetery.
No.
I don't
yeah,
care, son.
They called it the National Guard.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what are they crawling into?
They turn into
Into the
Yes.
one of the mausoleum like graves is the portal, so they just crawl in through a hole.
And
Apparently.
just like that, they died. Okay.
One of them almost died.
That's not even the first time that happens.
Murdered.
There's many times where they almost get squished.
murder or child abuse.
No.
Yeah, a little column A, a little
Hiding
column
the
B.
astral coins.
These are clearly not beetles, they are spiders.
Yeah, that's the size of your foot.
She's just a ladybug.
That's why I kind of stopped watching this. Those probably scared the living shit out of me.
A what?
I hope so.
A what?
An in-character
Tell me They
affair.
actually have like an in-character affair during this thing.
Despite the fact they picked up those props at the dollar store.
Admiral Akbar.
Now, why don't you be good little
It's a trap.
That's a trap.
and give me those coins before I do
That's a
something
trap.
I
They got the
won't.
same.
See, here's the
If they knew
thing.
they were coming, why'd they put
Okay.
No,
Bail!
Wait.
I
Give me
can't
those
catch a
coins.
bunch of five-year-olds.
plastic coins?
Wait,
Give me those coins before I do something I won't regret.
Oh no,
Holy crap.
children, Jesus!
Oh no!
No!
Villain of our series, by the way, people.
Lucas,
guys.
come on!
Fan theory for a second here.
Yo, what?
Fan theory for a second here. I took a look at those coins. They look a lot like Mighty Morphin Power coins, and this seems like it takes
Those are
place
the
a
Mantrons.
bit further back in time. Can you imagine if this like happens in the same universe as Power Rangers, but pre-Power Rangers in another town?
See, that would be interesting if it wasn't for the fact that the Beetleborgs become villains in Wild Force.
Yeah, it's basically
Not the
Kamen Rider
Beetleborgs,
O's,
the
but
costume.
way
That's
shittier.
the rest of the season.
Most of
Oh
it.
yeah, they're Vengeance.
This is Flavor.
Not
he does
Venjix.
whatever.
Empire,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yes.
I'm actually more surprised he didn't duplicate himself to play with himself.
Actually, you're right.
That's a good fucking
Yeah,
question.
but that costs, money.
It's a fucking Jawa, you're right.
Like O's.
And like I said,
In fact, those
In fact, it's bad. Oh yeah, in this season, a Jawa lives with them. Her name is Little Ghoul. She's fucking terrifying at points.
Why is the cameraman drunk? Why is it doing this?
There's a fair amount of Dutch angle in this
Can we
show.
not just burn the house down?
Many
Yes.
have tried.
I know. We'll burn the house down.
Burn them all.
Oh wow, look at this guy's head.
He's a centipede.
Oh.
This guy can turn drawings into life again. Never. I'm done.
He's pretty much the,
I love how the gold ranger, the gold Beetleborg is wearing yellow, the silver Beetleborg is wearing gray, the purple one's wearing blue. It's fine, don't worry about it.
No, that's the helmets match the colors.
Why are you capable of imprinting your face onto a magical?
Oh, he does lots of that. Every episode,
that coin in my morpher.
every episode he appears in something. Like their watches, a gumball machine, whatever. Because they're looking for the coins. They don't want to destroy the house because they'll bury him. No, they don't. Nukas told them to look at Hillhurst because Nukas is sometimes not so smart. Their names are Mantix, Hornix, Scorpix, and Centipix.
Did you try to give him a giant novelty check?
Yes.
Again, he's marathoned this entire thing. Recently. Willingly.
That's a very odd power.
Oh, this is one of my favorite moments. And coming up. And they just leave. First off.
But why?
He's obviously the source of power.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going there, aren't
Yes.
They're doing what? Oh God in heaven.
you? You went there.
Is it just, does his voices change every episode?
Yes.
I love me too.
Just get Jim.
I love how the kids, every scene, they start kind of mildly running into the scene. Like, it's so clearly, okay, go kids.
Okay, hold on. There's actually a genuinely funny line coming up.
Will it be funny?
It's not that.
You're absolutely fine.
What?
I'll fix this lamp, and you will see.
This isn't the line, but...
I used to be.
Okay, what? Right here.
Is that the joke?
No.
I think it's better than the lamp.
Wolfie, you scared the lamp.
Worst villain in the entire show. The cat.
I'm sorry.
Wolfie, you scared the lamp away.
Wait, so.
No, we need to hug Ichi. He thought it was funny.
He thought that was
Fuck
funny.
you.
Come on.
Everyone
Come on.
hug
Let's give him my sympathies. Let's get me
So Flabber used to be a pussy.
We love you. We
I'm not
love
actually
you.
gonna touch him like catch them.
I'll never be able to send
Cool.
the voice from the
So
phone.
do you guys do the actual Power Rangers voice? Dub over Power Rangers too? Or?
We are working on something kind of like that.
Switch someone it is.
Okay, here's Dragonborg.
Oh, there he is.
Everyone listen.
I'm acting.
Greetings from the astral plane to
Sean Connery!
What?
He's from the astral plane where he fought.
Connery's?
No.
It's not actually him.
I wish.
Doing a horrible Sean Connery impression.
Why Sean Connery?
pleased to make your acquaintance.
I wish you were a woman so I could
Did
slap
someone
her.
just watch Highlander?
Little is
I
female
was
though.
expecting another like Highlander, Belgium, Scottish guy.
No need to worry.
Why Sean Connery? Because Sean Connery can
Because kids love Sean Connery. What with the shooting and the sex scenes.
And the hairy rug chest.
Well, if I'm a Borg, there can only be one, so you kids need to die. Murders all of them.
You know what
Sorry?
I want to see. If you
They summon the good version with their coin.
Yeah, there are 8 coins. The 4 evil coins summon those guys, and the 4 good coins summon the other Astroborgs.
For more tours. I mean,
The other Astroborgs are intro.
I love too how they just know exactly where their hideout is, but no, we'll just leave you. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Know where each other's hiding.
Yeah,
but they're
they-
not firebombing each other.
Yep.
See, you can kind of make the argument with the heroes, or we're not just gonna go in and fuck them up. But like, there is no reason. Like, hell, when Ivan Ooze is a competent villain by this, like.
Also, she's not hiding. She's standing right in the.
Yeah,
doorway,
she's.
right
Who
on the
is
side.
the actor playing this Sean Connery ripoff?
You know what? I'll look it up.
Take a quick look.
What tree?
Spoilers, you've never heard of it.
These coins and put them with the astral sword.
Sean Connery did the role of. Wait, what?
I was literally going to be Sean Connery.
Listen here, Joe, you're in the wrong franchise. You need to leave.
Also, Little Ghoul has a boner for Dragonborg.
Yeah, I was about to say, this Jawa's like taking it out back.
Come see my room.
This little
I've got
Jawa's gonna have
records
a
up
way
there.
with it.
Apparently, Dragonborg's Japanese counterpart is named Mac Windy.
And 2 years later, his name is
What?
Watch this.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Oh god, he's
Oh,
doing
God.
impressions.
It gets better.
I love that.
Bam!
And just like that, I'm insane. Okay.
Alright. Flabber is an essence.
Bunny, why? Give me
Because
someone
carrot.
Answer.
Because carrot.
It's all for
But carrot, why?
Alright,
Because bunny.
like I was saying,
He has the tail!
Because carrot.
He has the tail! He has the tail.
Guys, Bunny. SNL.
Oh no, because Flabber's powers are fucked up, their powers don't work, and he got a cheeseburger.
A big fucking
Oh,
frog.
it's Star
Knowing
Ninja.
that Flabber is
Yeah, he can still become Star
Why not kill
Ninja.
Flabber?
Every night Star Ninja.
Stop asking perfectly logical questions.
That's young Star Ninja right
What do you
there.
ask?
Yes, why don't they just kill Flabber?
Oh,
They already melted him once, so they can do it again.
they must think he's invincible at this
It's like
point.
just take the puddle, somewhere where they won't find
So I looked up. Well, I looked up the name of that guy who plays.
now.
The name,
Schrodinger, he just put the puddle in a
the name of the guy who plays Dragonborg is Doug Stone. I'm gonna look up his IMDb.
She has them at her mercy. They can't morph, and she just makes.
Yes.
Yes.
She doesn't want to fuck with this guy, apparently.
Tactical espionage, of course.
What's his story?
That's a good question.
Don't mind me. I'm just an old
I try not to mind you.
Oh god in heaven, what is that?
It's like pine. Couch potato.
That just looked like a potato.
That looked like a big old fucking heart.
Is this the right guy?
Of course, it's elementary. You see,
Elementary, my dear Watson.
yours.
But what can we do about
The one that was
Can you please just slip up and call one of them a cloud so I can just
Go barrel.
That's all our try.
Oh my god, the cinematography is actually giving me a headache. Like,
honestly still good.
was this shot on a boat?
Oh my god, I have the right guy. This guy, the guy who played Dragonborg, has a long list of credits.
He's a voice actor, probably. You know, they clearly.
This guy is
There's no way you
The fish guy is Vylor.
He's one of the generals, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
This camera is clearly drunk.
Extremely.
Or she's on set. One hand.
Why?
one hand's could be it.
What was he doing?
This is this is great because this is where Vylor starts to hate Nukas because he's like, go dig up the park and find the coins. But
It is literally like this for the entire show. Why is it?
Turn your head into an anvil. Interesting, but no.
Why does
This is in every fucking scene.
Okay, or was there an earthquake happening at the time? Why is the camera doing this? Like, it's getting faster.
Did he just learn how to build seesaws? I think the cameraman had like a seesaw building like company off to the side. He just couldn't sell them.
time for some monster hijinks.
Yeah, I saw
You know
young.
what's missing for this Beetleborgs episode?
The Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the joke they're gonna make, I'd have rather he ripped open his head and pulled the rabbit out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that would have been too scary.
he does open his head on many
Compared to
occasions.
what?
He does open his head a lot, actually.
Jawa's gonna fix
Oh,
it.
This is
Jawa's
the-
gonna bone the robot again.
This is the longest 20 minutes of anything I've ever said.
More than too many cooks.
Yeah.
No, that was enjoyable.
You say so.
You say
I
so.
knew it. You just hit him.
Wait.
It just hit him with the book.
Okay, is it okay? Either those kids are tall,
I love that
or the
shot of him.
Dragonborg or whatever he's called is short. Look at that.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Specifically Roland.
The guy's the size of an 11-year-old kid.
No. In the one episode before, the first episode we saw, Nukas turned him into an ice statue. He's not made of ice. He's just he's technically referred to as a phasm, some magical being.
I don't remember their morphers being so lame. Just a little like,
it's a little
shove a card in.
Go to Target now.
What's a target?
I love how they actually waste that half second.
We've got work to do.
Are they skipping?
So the Jawa fixed it by smacking him with a book.
Yes.
Jawas are more important than Ewoks.
You must trust in yourselves and face them alone.
Are you still asking questions at this point?
I ask questions all the time. I don't understand life.
There's nothing to understand.
Because the leader has to be gold and the girl has to be purple.
Wait. Because the girl actually has like it's on her suit.
Kind of.
He went down the stairs.
Find
She's
out.
11.
What's the next shot?
Look at that. She has knockers on her suit.
I think it's flat, but it's got
It's got the shape.
Oh wow.
It really does. It's technically flat, but it has the shape of boobs.
It has the why?
Dylan, these things are summoned by the evil master.
Because
My Scorpidart!
She's 11.
He said he'd be here.
Yeah, all I know is.
Meanwhile, Vylor's been digging up the park.
All I know is that in Turbo, Justin got a very suspicious crotch bulge.
Oh yes.
No putties here.
He finally finds the coins and then Dragonborg.
Okay, because I have no sense of clarity, what is he looking for?
The other astral coins that they buried in the park.
Why did they do that?
To keep them from the villains.
How about that? That worked out well for them.
Well, doesn't matter now because Dragonborg just made all of Vylor's
Did he just
powers.
heil?
Yeah.
I love it. Vylor, this like up till now, Vylor's been a somewhat competent series villain. Nukas makes him dig
Oh yeah,
up the
just
park.
put it a little to the right. It's fine. Oh really? You put this here? I really shouldn't have done that on camera, but.
He's actually a shock rate. He's like, yay, hi.
And he lives. Yay, hi.
Oh, yay, lie. He lives over there.
All this joking about. Wait, he actually speaks?
It's a she.
I just love how it is clearly a Jawa.
Yeah.
He lives in the third apartment on the right.
Little girl actually lives in the basement.
We need to team this guy up with Starfish Hitler.
He just did this kid now.
Stop piling!
So the Astralborg's power is to give the regular Beetleborgs a new weapon. He's a dragonfly, so
You're
yeah.
a dragonfly.
That is the best gun ever. Like the clothes.
Like I said, that was the one. That was probably the thing that drew me to this show as a child. The armor and weapons were awesome.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
That's probably why it lasted.
Good job, McCloud.
Holy shit! You actually did it! I thought you were gonna get fucked up for sure, there'd only be one!
I thought that was a water gun.
Guess you haven't got it yet. That was
We will be on Twitch.
Once we have you at our mercy once again.
You know, I kind of like that one with the trident.
Next time.
That was neat, yeah.
Next time.
Yes, Centifix, I think.
Next time.
Keep my gun.
I must go.
I must go.
This
My
gun is the
planet
best
needs
gun you'll ever own in your life.
I must go. My son Indiana needs help in Nazi Germany.
Okay, that time it was actually right.
Wow.
She does that.
There's a clear pattern. Now, obviously, it's because the actual actress, was obviously more grown up. So, still, it's weird. Yes.
We're assuming there's a woman in that suit.
Also immense Justin factor because in the suit they're all the same height.
Character it was at least. So.
Like the kids are all different heights, but in suit they're the same height. So Justin factor at work.
So is this hotel something?
That's what I said at the very beginning.
Fun fact: in one episode, they actually rent out the house as a hotel.
Well, that's great, kid.
Wow.
Which is just the best thing.
Everything's back.
Bye,
Speaking of which, are you back to normal? We were worried about you.
I'm acting.
I am so
Shannon
sorry.
Chandler, why didn't you come
My
back?
facial expression is very happy that you're all right, Flabber. I'm so happy right now.
Can't you tell how happy I am right now? I am so happy.
So relieved.
Yes, most of his powers rhyme.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Swiggity swoogity coming for that booty.
With pizza.
Wait.
I wouldn't
Hold on,
eat that
hold
if I were you.
Yeah, don't eat that pizza.
Wait, listen.
Worms and pepperoni. Delicious.
Doesn't question it. Still eats it, even though he was kidding, but he didn't know that.
What did he say it was?
He said it was worms and pepperoni, and Drew still eating is like
Why
delicious,
would you use the
not even
coin,
knowing.
The head on the coin is one of your episode recap images.
Yeah, because we gotta see that.
Once again, I reiterate this is happening.
Why is this something? Why is the werewolf the magician? Wouldn't it make more sense if Dracula was the magician? Continuity? What?
Oh boy.
Shall return all three of you.
Oh man.